Hey guys, this is Tolhien. This is going to be a quick update on the changes in 1.2 based on you guys' feedback today. I spent an hour or two just tweaking this a little bit to try and fix the difficulty to be a little more reasonable, I think. So first off in this room, a little cutscene showing you that the floor is starting to fall away. And then I had to switch out the 3 skeleton archers for a skeleton archer on a spider. Also rotated the skeletons with swords to be the middle. I took those guys out really fast. One of the wolves just looked like they jumped out into the spikes. I'm gonna actually restart this 1 second and do it again. So right, so I removed the 3 skeleton archers at the beginning to use a spider archer because archers have a tendency to just walk to the side to try and circle you, and what ends up happening is they just fall on the spikes. And then what I did there was what made that a little bit easier is that by the 3 skeletons with swords actually have a lot more health than the wolves. So what happened when they were the final round is they'd get really close, push you against this wall, and then push you off. But with them in the middle round, they actually have a lot more space that you can move around on, and they don't just insta kill you. And then with the wolves, they still have a pretty good chance to they still have a pretty good chance to push you off when the platform's only this narrow, even though I reduced it down to 3 instead of 4. So if you don't really like focus fire like each one down individually and let them, like if you hit each one once and just swing randomly, then they're probably going to push you back against the wall and just knock you off. They can also be cheap sometimes and just sort of really push you and you go flying. So I think 3 is an appropriate number there, but as you can see, I beat that twice without dying. So I think that's a more reasonable difficulty curve, but we'll have to see how you guys fare, because it's not whether or not I can do it, it's whether or not you guys can do it, it seems. Okay, let's go sword and boomerang. Here, got rid of the first jump. Basically what I did in this room was, when I watched the video of me dying a ridiculous amount of times here, there is a few select points where I died. Number 1 was at the beginning there, that first 2 jump, I would die there a lot. So I just removed that. That removes 1 point where I can die. I did die here a lot where I would jump over and the skeleton would come at me and knock me off. I left that one, so that's 1 point where I can die. And then I reduced the chance of death here by making this only a 1 wide jump instead of a 2. So can still die there, as I just demonstrated, totally on purpose. It was a showing of the improvement is what I was doing there. So yeah, I can hit those guys and then jump back across, and then they fall in, or you can battle them if you want. And then over here, remove the skeleton archer because he was a bit of a surprise and he would catch you off guard, so I guess it was kind of cheap. So I replaced him with a bat, which is fairly easy to dispatch, but at least some sort of defense against the heart piece here. And then also made this little place here just so this isn't a 2 jump either, that's only a 1 jump. Well, 1 jump down, so it's even easier. And so that's not too bad. And then we still have a 2 jump here to kill us. Where I've made this thing so much easier though, I've removed the spawn point, which was here. So if you die, you have to start the whole thing over. But because it's much easier when you actually make jumps, it's I feel that that's fine. And it was kind of awkward having a spawn in the middle anyways. Okay, still just showing off the different ways that I've improved it. Yeah, so there's really, in my opinion, there's still 2 clear difficult jumps, one right there, which are you're likely to fall at. Right, I forgot that I was still in combat. The one thing about the 1 wide hole is they can actually just bump you across and you don't even fall in, depending on where you are. Okay, and then this guy, and really gonna try and keep this guy under control because he has killed me like that before. But if you use the boomerang, you can kind of keep him under control. Now, I don't want another 41 deaths here. Trying to keep this more reasonable. and fling the boomerang. I also had someone comment that they were showing up too soon and that you couldn't tell where they were going to be. No one commented that they noticed this, but there is a pretty simple way to tell where monsters are going to spawn. These here blocks, everywhere where... Whoa. Oh, the bat came. There is a glitch here where basically when you kill this last guy, it sets all of the things to turn on again permanently so that you'll never be able to trigger the enemies. But if you didn't go get the bat, it actually makes the bat spawn, which is kind of annoying. I'm still trying to work out the logic there. But yeah, all of the spots where enemies spawn are placed with a creeper block. That's very subtle, but if the player catches on to that, then they're going to know where they spawn. If not, then bah. But I don't know. I don't think anyone commented on it, so I don't know if anyone got that. But yeah, the whole spawning of guys is represented by the creeper face. Also, you may have noticed I don't have many items collected. I have 2 bones. I have no idea where I picked those up. I'll have to make sure to check that in the video when I'm recording to figure out which spawner did that. But I went and got the script off of the Adventurecraft website. There's a script that allows you to control what monsters drop, and I basically turned off all drops except for hearts. So now there's no more clutter. Now I'm not sure where those bones came from, so that's annoying. Okay, in this section, reduce the number of wolves down to 4, which with 3 hearts, this section is actually still fairly difficult. Like so proven. See, I'm showing my point today, just making it very clear, demonstrating, doing lots of demonstration. But yeah, so I reduced the number of wolves to 4. Also, I'm doing all of this with 3 hearts to represent something I realized when I was testing. If you only have 3 hearts, this is a lot more difficult than with 4. Reduce the number of bats here from 15 to 7, which is still ridiculous in terms of, I don't know what it is, but I swear things get more difficult when I turn on fraps. I don't know if it's latency that's very minute or something, like if the collision boxes become harder to hit or something, but like I find those bats way more difficult with fraps on, like, and of course I can't prove the point because if I turn fraps off, I'm off. Okay guys, so Minecraft crashed. Seems to be taken care of though. Can't remember exactly what I was talking about. I think I was in the middle of combating those bats. So anyways, we got the wolves. Pretty simple. With 4 you can really stun control them, like just keep them all stunned. There's enough of them, and then, or there is the right amount for it. And these guys can be really annoying, especially with damage. Oh, I need that heart. They are... Wow. Jump! I need to jump to make it over holes. But the hole calls to me and I can't resist it. I must jump down it and see what is at the bottom. Right. So wolves, easy to control if you keep them stunned. The problem there was I only managed to get 2 of them out of the 4 in that stun, and then the other 2 were free to destroy me as I was trying to hurt them. Okay, so got all of them. Oh, side strafe. Never, you won't take me alive. Whoa, they almost got me in the way of health, and these bats might finish me now because I don't think I'm gonna be able to do enough damage. Oh, there's a heart over there. I need it. I want it. It's mine. Oh, that one gave me another heart. Thank you, Skeleton, for picking bats out of the air with your arrows. It's quite the good shot, although he is shooting a lot. Okay, and then for this last wave, we've got, oh, some zombie pigmen. Oh, he is still hitting me with arrows. Just gonna stand out of his range. So this used to be a skeleton on a spider, but I found that 2 was too difficult. still, and then one was just ridiculous, or like it was just so simple. And then these guys you can really do a couple of ways. You can either let the skeleton guy take care of them, or you can kind of wait for them to get in a good position, because where they're passive to begin with, you can really try and control them. Funny though, 3 is just like impossible to control. 2 is just barely controllable. Well, there it seemed pretty simple, but they can, if you just rush into the combat without strategizing on those guys, they can really mess you up. So here, same deal, we got the spider and the wolf. Sounds like the tale of, like a fairy tale or something. But anyways, this, oh, I was too close to him, got hit by his collision box. Even though he was flying backwards. And I fell off. Now I'm just playing badly. This has nothing to do with the difficulty curve. Because I'm not even getting to the platform. Ah, rage. Okay, I swear, Fraps off, I'd be done this by now, long gone. Be up in the next area, just hanging out, ranting about something. But no, on here, Fraps just seems to kill my style. Oh, and so then here we've got a, skeleton swordman on a spider. I don't know where that spider thought he was going. Oh man, that heart was gonna go off, but the boomerang saved it. Oh, and then we got 5 wolves here, which aren't too bad to take out if you can kind of keep them stun controlled, which I couldn't. But as you can see, I almost had that one. But yeah, so that last wave, it's only 5 wolves. It's not too bad as long as you're in a good position when you start it. But sometimes you can't control that. Now I'm going to avoid that heart and leave it there for when I need it. Thus the difficulty curve coming to its advantage. It's still there. Oh, these guys are coming for me though. Might want to... It doesn't look like that other spider has realized I'm here. And take this heart. Okay, now let's get ready for wolves. Oh, my boomerang's gone. Oh no. Control! Control! Yes, complete. Okay, and then this last part is relatively simple in comparison. And I don't think... Yeah, I haven't changed anything about this last part. Oh. Except slow down! Oh, do you guys see it? It is so horrible. And starting and stopping Fraps fixes it like a charm. But that doesn't fix him from shooting me with arrows. Okay, so... Run it! Failed. Okay. Gotta make the obstacle course of arrow firing. And run right at him. Coming right for him. And then that opens and then push him off. Push him off! Yes, destroyed skeleton boss. Okay, and then we get our gunpowder and teleporter. It was pointed out I don't have him spawning a heart piece yet. I should go right about there. Just pop it right there on another pedestal probably. But yeah, that's the difficulty reset a bit. You guys can check it out. There'll be a link to the revamped version. Also, if you find any areas where items spawn, let me know, because they shouldn't be anymore. They should be totally not dropping anything but hearts. Right, and so that's pretty much it. Do you guys think that's better, worse, harder, easier? What should it be? Do you want it harder or easier? Just opinions. I think this is more to what people were asking for, but it's still at a point where you die at a consistent rate, that it's not too boring. And people took my comment that I want you guys to die as something awful. It's not. It's just I mean in game, obviously, and it's just like if you're playing the game and you don't die, then probably the game isn't hard enough. As a general rule, you should die a couple times, and like maybe I had that difficulty curve too high and I was blinded and I was being naive and stubborn and not really watching and seeing how much I was actually dying. When I did the counter, I really realized, I was like, man, That's a lot of deaths. So, yeah. I think now it's a more reasonable amount of deaths. But yeah, to me it's just like, if you're gonna play a game and you're just gonna walk through and never die, then why not just like say you beat it and be done with it? Because what's the point? Like, where's the fun in just like walking down a path and then getting to the end and it being like, yay, you finished? I mean, really? Like, because I could do that. I can make a map where it's a hall and you walk to the end of the hall and then it says you're done. If that's what you guys want to see me make. I'm not going to make it. That sounds like a horrible idea. But yeah, I think the difficulty curve on this is set properly. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And this is Tolhi signing out. Later, guys.